Thank you.
So tonight we're going to welcome Lemony Snicket and Lisa Brown. Lemony Snicket is the author of far too many books for children, including The Dark, which won the Charlotte no, that's not how you say that. Store-Seattle, thank you, award in 13 words, which didn't. Despite his best efforts, his series All the Wrong Questions and a series of unfortunate events have allegedly sold more than 70 million copies and have been translated into 39 languages. Lisa Brown is the New York Times best-selling author and illustrator of a number of books for young readers, including How to Meet and Vampire Boys Goodnight and The Lock Key That Couldn't Stop Screaming. Recently, she illustrated the critically acclaimed Emily's Blue Period and the Airport book for Roaring Brook Press. She illustrated Mummy Cat, the winner of the 2017 Washington State Children's Choice Book Award. So I would like all of you to fully welcome Lemony Snicket and Lisa Brown.
Hello. Before I start, there seems to be some heads in the fishbowl over here. So I would love it if, I'm very bad and I step on children all the time, so I would love it if you scoot like one scoot back.
You mean forward?
No, I mean back. I mean back. Whose child is this? So thank you for waiting. I think we're going to have to wait a little bit longer because my cohort Lemony Snicket doesn't seem to be here. I've looked everywhere. He didn't come in the car when it came to pick us up.
Oh my god, it's a floating tuxedo.
And I don't see a tuxedo, so I mean, I'm really sorry. Maybe I'm gonna have to do this without him. I don't. He has shoes. Who has shoes? Who are you?
I'm very sorry.
Can you? I'm expecting Lemony Snicket any minute now. So could you just like scoot one little like butt back, and so I don't step on you.
I'm afraid that Lemony Snicket can't be here today.
Does the publicist know this?
I don't know what that means.
Oh no. Do you? I'm really. I don't really know what to say. I'm really sorry. Who are you?
I'm Daniel Handler. Hello.
Oh, hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Do you know where Lemony Snicket is?
Yes.
Where is he?
He didn't come here to the university bookstore because he was feeling very lonely.
If he was feeling lonely, wouldn't it be, I mean, there's a lot of people here. You wouldn't have to feel lonely anymore. They're waiting to see him.
No, he likes to feel lonely.
Well, I was really hoping to see him because we don't get together that often, me and Mr. Snicket, and so is there some way you could help me with this?
I'll do everything that I can to help you, ma'am. Mr. Snicket likes being lonely, and I think there are a great number of people who enjoy being lonely, and there are some wonderful
I'm missing him very much now.
Gosh, he's handsome. But there are many wonderful places to be lonely. Does anyone have a suggestion for a good place to be lonely? Yes, sir?
The attic.
The attic. That's a wonderful place to be lonely, whether you are just experiencing a quiet moment staring at something sinister that has been hidden in an attic, or if you are hiding with your family as the repressive government creeps closer and closer. An attic is a wonderful place to be lonely. You have a place you like to be lonely?
A really dark alley in the city.
A really dark alley in the city.
I thought I
Okay.
liked Seattle, but it seems like a dangerous place.
That
for
strikes me as a better place to be terrified. It's very different from being lonely.
The alley.
When someone says, "Don't go down that dark alley," they're not saying, "Because I'm afraid you'll be lonely." They're saying, "Because I'm afraid you'll be murdered." Super different. It's really different. Yes, is there a place you like to be lonely?
Bathroom.
The bathroom. That's reassuring. The bathroom is a wonderful place to be lonely because hopefully you are alone in it. Is there a place you like to be lonely? Lisa Brown, illustrator.
I love to be lonely at the beach.
Oh, yes. Mr. Snicket also enjoys being lonely at the beach. There's beach access that way.
Yeah. I mean, not really.
Right.
There's the Northwest Poets that way.
Yeah.
But beyond the poets,
Beyond that, surely there's access to the beach
Yeah.
here in Seattle.
if you go west enough.
Mr. Snicket likes to go to the beach too. I believe there might be some photographs of him there. Yes, there he is, feeling lonely, looking at a lighthouse.
Yes. We like lighthouses very much, me and Mr. Snicket.
There he is, being lonely, looking at boats. And there he is, being lonely, looking for company. Because all that being lonely is, really, is when you are removed from your ordinary circumstances. And then you are alone, wondering what will happen next. Just standing there, alone, removed from your circumstances, wondering what will happen next, and hoping to find company. Thank you. Could you sit down now?
When I'm lonely, I tend to observe things more.
That makes sense.
Right. So when I'm at the beach, I like to observe things. I tend to observe a lot of signs, and a lot of signs that tell me what not to do. So in this case, I can't go in the water because there's no lifeguard on duty, and I can't use any of my flotation devices. Here I can't go on the dunes. Here, I think I could go up there. What do you think?
To the sky? No.
No, to the house that's
Oh.
beyond the... Well, when I see things like this, it makes me want to draw. And that's part of observation, is I observe and then I draw what I observe. Whoops. So here am I at the beach, observing and drawing. Does anyone know what those pictures might be of? Yes, sir, in the red shirt.
So the one that's on the bottom is like a wood chip.
Yeah, it's driftwood. which is wood that has been drifting
I know the feeling.
in the water. Yeah. Lonely wood. Ma'am?
The one on the top is like seaweed.
Yeah, it's seaweed. So driftwood and seaweed are two things that I often observe at the beach. Sometimes this is unreliable. There we go.
I
Here's
also
some-
know the feeling.
Like Mr. Snicket is unreliable.
He's not here, but I don't think that necessarily makes him unreliable.
He was supposed to. All right, never mind. What are some things that I've observed here? Can you tell? Yes. People at the beach. For instance. Yes.
People being lonely.
People being lonely. Who do you think is lonely here? Yep.
The first one or the last one?
The first one. Can you see my little laser beam? That's the first one. And that's the last one. Do you think they look unhappy?
No.
No. It's not necessarily an unhappy feeling. It's just an alone feeling. Yes, sir, you have something to say?
I know one place that I like to be lonely.
Go on.
I like to stare at the ground when I be lonely.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. What do you see on the ground?
My carpet.
Your carpet. I hope it's a nice one.
You're following in a long literary tradition of people staring lonelily at a carpet.
This is something I often see at the beach. Does anyone know what a sandpiper is? Yeah, has anyone seen a sandpiper? I was trying to figure out, it doesn't really have this many legs, but I was trying to figure out how to draw a sandpiper walking really fast. Would you demonstrate how a sandpiper walks?
Certainly. I thought you'd never ask.
Say I'm the ocean,
Okay.
and you're a sandpiper, and I'm like coming at you.
Oh!
Can anyone do a better job? Yes. Come up here. Sir, can you move your legs so you don't get sandpipered? All right, sandpiper your way over here. Yeah, see that? Give her a round of applause. That's a good sandpiper. Sandpiper back to your feet.
I think we did it differently, but not necessarily that she was better.
I observed, and she was better. Here's a picture I drew of a lighthouse. Again, I really, really love lighthouses. I love them so much I drew one on my arm. And I draw them in a book. And the book is called Goldfish Ghost.
It looks like this in book form. It's by Lemony Snicket, who is a very handsome and lonely author, and Lisa Brown, who is standing to my right, your left. And now, because the author is not here, I will do the job of reading the book out loud while
And I will,
sitting in a chair.
Yeah. And I will observe, or you will help me observe, the things that are in the book, because there's a lot of things to look at. So there's things to read, words, and then there are visual words to look at. So I'm going to ask your help observing some of these things.
And the book is about observing things and about being lonely, both of which are important and related, the way members of your family are related and perhaps important. If you find yourself being lonely, you might notice more things and observe more things. And if you're observing things, the lonelier you get.
I could hold this mic up for you and reshare it so you can read.
I'm happy, but that's
Okay.
sweet of you to offer.
This first page doesn't have any words, but it has some visual things to observe. I was wondering what things you might observe on this page.
I observed the screen.
Yes,
A window with a fishbowl.
a window with a fishbowl.
Goldfish Ghost was born on the surface of the water in a bowl on the dresser in a boy's room.
Who observed something in the boys' room?
Bear.
Yes.
A teddy bear looking at the goldfish ghost very suspiciously.
A teddy bear looking at the goldfish ghost very suspiciously. Yes.
A fish out of water.
Right, names of the books here. Has anyone ever read One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish? Yeah, it's so good. Has anyone read A Fish Out of Water? It's even better.
I disagree. I think One Fish, Two Fish.
How about Swimmy? Has anyone read Swimmy? That's my favorite.
That's a good one.
And the book on the bed is called Amos and Boris. Has anyone read that? That's pretty good, huh? What else do you observe on this page? Yes.
The goldfish
The goldfish
is upside down.
is upside down. Has anyone here ever had a goldfish? Has that goldfish ever died?
Yes.
And what does a goldfish do when it dies?
It goes belly up.
It goes
Belly up. All of us will eventually go belly up. But not all of us will be upside down when we do so. But if we were a goldfish, the chances would be greater.
Right. And there's one more thing I would want to point out in observations is I want you to look at the picture over the boy's bed. And I want you to see the man in the picture and just observe him for a little bit. Okay.
For quite some time he stared at the ceiling. The boy's room was pleasant and familiar, but there was nobody there to talk to. So Goldfish Ghost floated out of the bowl and drifted toward the window to find some company.
So we see the book, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish. Does anyone notice what is out the window? Yes. A lighthouse.
That's not surprising, as the illustrator has told you that she's such a fan of lighthouses. Outside the window was a seaside town. It had a fishing pier, a row of shops, a sandy beach, and a lighthouse everyone said was haunted.
Does anyone see the cat? Raise hands if you see the cat. Does anyone observe a second fish on that page? Yeah? Where's the second fish?
on top of the house.
On top of the house. It's not a real fish. Does anyone know what that is, what that's called?
Lighthouse.
It's not a lighthouse, yes.
I don't know, but if I had a pencil, I would see a lot more fishes.
Okay. Does anyone know what that is?
I do.
You do? What is it?
I believe it's called a weather vane,
A weather vane. Thank you.
and it can tell you which way the wind is blowing, but it can't tell you why you would want to know which way the wind is blowing. A lot of mechanical devices are like that. Does anyone observe in this drawing a woman weeping? No, because she's inside one of the houses.
Maybe if you looked really carefully
Or listened.
or listened.
Howard! Howard! I heard her.
Is it Howard?
Howard, she's missing a man named Howard.
Oops, sorry.
At the pier was a great mess of birds who were all excited about the fishing boats. It was interesting to hear them shriek, but they paid no attention to Goldfish Ghost. They were not good company.
Any observations? Any observations? I'm looking around. The reason why I keep looking around is I'm trying to call on as many people as possible. So even if you have, you've said something before, I might not call on you even if you look very eager.
Even if you're charming.
Even if you're charming and have good things to say, because I'm trying to get as many people as possible. Pink shirt. Yes, what do you observe?
Like on the dock, there's like a pail.
On the dock, there is a pail.
And it's a white
a white fish is floating above it. Why? What is that white? Is it a flying fish?
Because death is everywhere.
It's a ghost. It's a ghost fish. All right. Anyone have any other observations? Yes, sir. There's an otter by the boat. Wrong. It's a seal. One more observation. Yes, in the white shirt. There's a cat on the boat. Yes.
I think it's possible that there's an otter near the boat. It's just underneath the water. Perhaps it's an otter named Howard that a weeping woman is missing.
I stand corrected.
When the wind changed, the birds moved on, and Goldfish Ghost let the breeze take him into town. The streets were busy with interesting-looking people buying sweaters and postcards and pets and groceries. But everybody there was with somebody else, so no one was looking for company. Goldfish Ghost followed a rattly jeep full of loud music.
Does anyone observe anything? Anything at all? Yes. A white dog in a car. Yep.
It looks thirsty.
It looks thirsty. Yes, sir. A fish plus a lobster truck. That's because lobster makes fish even better. Yes. There's a seagull where?
On top of that.
Yeah, there's a couple seagulls on top of the building, but there's a seagull floating. Because
Death is everywhere.
let's see some more people. Yes.
There is a baby in a stroller.
There's a baby in a stroller. Baby in a stroller. None of you mentioned my friend Wendy, which I'm surprised. My friend Wendy is over there. She's an artist. And no one mentioned my brother-in-law, Dave, who's right here. Duh.
Don't you like him? What's wrong?
He's really nice. You know, yeah. But he's usually really nice. Yes, sir.
So, like, the ocean's near there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I bet Cafe Salmonella is near there.
Oh, the ocean is near there, and he bets Cafe Salmonella is near there. Cafe Salmonella is one of my favorite cafes. There's a lot of salmon served there, and
Little else.
yeah, it's by the shores of Lake Lacrimose. Has anyone been there?
I've been there in a book.
You've been there in a book.
That's a charming way to think of it.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of people who make intertextual connections. It may interest you to know that Cafe Salmonella is currently being built. It is being built inside a warehouse in Vancouver, where some people are filming an adaptation of books by Lemony Snicket.
Oh, that's right. It's not the one by Lake Lacrimose. That's the
The Anxious Clown.
Anxious Clown.
I wasn't going to embarrass you in front of all of these
No.
people.
I remember Cafe Salmonella was the one that I went to when I was visiting Dark Avenue.
Well done. And found himself at the beach. None of the bathers even gave him a glance.
Observations, please. Observations. I'm trying to observe people who haven't raised their hand yet. Yes. There's a person painting a picture. Yes. If you put your hand down, I will call on you after that. You can see my friend Wendy painting a picture. What else? What else? Yes.
There's two white people in the corner.
Two white people. You never see those at the beach. Not in Cape Cod. Why do you think there are white
I think
people
she's not referring to her race, their race, but rather their ghostly presence because death is everywhere.
Whoops! Hold still, hold still! Evil!
There was almost some more death here at the University Bookstore.
Any more observations? Yes, ma'am.
A little boy is holding a surfboard.
A little boy is holding a surfboard.
It's true. Not far from the ghostly people.
Right. And none of you noticed the back of the worst kayaker in the world. There he is.
Look, kayaking is hard. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes if you go with your wife and child to the beach, you're going to have difficulty kayaking. It's not a big deal. I don't know why everyone has to bring it up all the time. Some people are good at other things. Some people might have a knack for narrative fiction, but not be good kayakers. That just happens sometimes. There's something...
When you sit in front, you steer.
I'm just saying it can be a lonely feeling to be called a terrible kayaker in bookstores over and over again. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, one more observation. I'll talk about it later. Yes, in the back. This might be briny beach. It certainly looks gloomy.
It looks like a good place to get bad news. But then what place is it?
Oh, wait. So, remember how I said observe something in the boys' room? Does anyone have another observation around that? Yes, your hand went up very fast.
The ghost that looks like the same as the picture.
Yeah, the ghost looks the same as the picture in the room. Interesting.
It reminds me of something that's all around us, but I can't remember what it is. Oh yeah, I remember now. But floating over the water were the ghosts of creatures who had lived in the sea. They were all very interesting, but Goldfish Ghost did not feel quite at home on top of the ocean.
Does anyone see, can tell me what, at least one kind of fish here? If I drew them correctly, you'll be able to identify some of the fish at least. Let's see. Green
Or
shirt in
other
the back.
creatures.
Yep, you have a pink sweater over your green shirt.
I see a shark.
You see a shark. Very good.
That's, I think, the most calm I've ever heard someone say that. I see a shark.
Because death is everywhere.
Most people say it with at least one exclamation point.
Yes. Yep, in the blue dress. I'm sorry?
I see a jellyfish.
A jellyfish.
A jellyfish.
One more fish, because there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
One more fish. In the back, in the black shirt. Eel.
Eel.
Eel. Eel. Alright. Do you see the
I wonder if it, do you think it's a moray eel?
No.
Do you know how to tell if it's a moray eel? When a fish bites your heel and the pain makes you squeal, that's a moray. It can be hard to find the company you are looking for. That's true.
Sure is, yeah.
Yeah. Goldfish Ghost rested atop a beach umbrella and wondered what to do. Eventually it got late, so he decided to head back to the bowl. I would like to compliment the illustrator Lisa Brown on that previous spread there because I think the transition from day to night is very elegant. And all of us have the feeling of sitting on top of an umbrella, wondering what to do, and having it turn into night. I believe she's captured that moment quite elegantly.
Thank you.
It's no wonder she's the Washington State School Children's Choice Award illustrator this year.
For a book that has nothing to do with death all around us.
Right, it's about a mummified cat. I can't imagine why the other 49 states had objections, but Washington State has nothing but enthusiasm. Another goldfish was there, but she was not a ghost. She seemed nice enough, but she was not good company. And the moon called Goldfish Ghost back out the window.
Has anyone ever felt replaced before?
Yes.
It's not a good feeling.
No.
Oops, sorry, technology.
I've been looking for company, said a voice.
Any observations? Yes, sort of olive green shirt? Yes. Mm-hmm.
Death is everywhere.
That's everywhere. I feel like
If
our
you'd
job
like to
is
join
done.
me for a beverage after the story.
I don't think we need any more observations after that.
No, that's often someone's last observation. But then so is I see a shark. That's also someone's last observation. It was the ghost of the lighthouse keeper who had been watching him from the lantern room. Do you live here all alone? Asked Goldfish Ghost. Not anymore, the keeper said, and she took him in her quiet hands and placed him where the light had once shone for sailors at sea. The two ghosts settled in together, looking out quietly at the world. They were very good company.
Does anyone see the cat? You see the cat? No? Yes?
Yes.
It's under that hand.
Yeah, the cat is just standing there on a slippery rock near the swirling surf as a reminder
What was it? What would it be a reminder of?
that death is everywhere.
The end.
That's the end of the book.
So, we have,
No one likes
yes, yeah. We can't see ghosts ourselves.
that. I've never seen a ghost.
No, but we have it on good authority we have brought a ghost along with us, and so hopefully one of you in the audience, or maybe more than one of you in the audience, is able to see that.
Oh, this is, no,
No.
sorry. That's not the ghost.
There it is. I mean, I can't see it.
No.
Can anyone see it?
Some people who might be observant and or lonely might be able to see a ghost in here. And if you can, and it wouldn't surprise me if there was a ghost in here because, right, death is everywhere. But the award-winning and charming Lisa Brown will take out her art supplies, and if people here can see a ghost and can describe what the ghost is doing, Lisa Brown will draw the ghost that you see and what the ghost might be doing so that the rest of us who have never seen a ghost will be able to see one. Look closely, or from far away. Hello. You in the plaid shirt, what do you see?
It's taking a lawnmower to your hair.
It is taking a lawnmower I was having trouble with that sentence, but I believe that one of our ghost seers has seen a lawnmower in the bowl. Do you want to draw the bowl first so we have some context? Well done. As I said, some people have, just different gifts that they do. They don't have to be good at kayaking. So there's a lawnmower apparently in here, the ghost of a lawnmower. I hate to think of what killed the lawnmower and forced it to come back and haunt a goldfish bowl. It's a complicated tale of revenge.
I'm not really sure how to draw a lawnmower.
I think you're doing great.
I'm thinking of one of those ones that have like the pop, 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 pop.
Right. Yeah, a hand-drawn lawnmower, which has the advantage of not waking up everyone in the neighborhood and the disadvantage of not working. And perhaps because it didn't work, its owner was driven to anger and slaughtered it. And now it's come back to haunt a goldfish bowl. That part's hard to contextualize narratively. All right, what does someone else see? You were excited about something before. Are you still excited about it, ma'am?
The ghost is just being lonely.
Being lonely, a lonely lawnmower ghost. Is it crying a little bit? Or just...
It's crying.
It's crying a little bit? Okay. Just a little bit, as we all do. How many people have cried today? Maybe just a little bit. It may look that I'm only holding a goldfish bowl, but I'm also raising my hand. How about you there in the pink shirt?
What's that? It's this hanky.
Oh.
It's striped.
The lawnmower ghost is going to the bathroom. So we need some movement going as it makes its way to the bathroom. That's probably where the owner of the lawnmower is doing. He's brushing his teeth right now and he hears the approaching ghost of the lawnmower that he slaughtered due to its lack of capabilities.
Yeah. I don't have a yellow marker.
Yes, you, sir. Yes, you being held by, I'm assuming, a parent. Sorry? Go away? I will, I'll go away eventually. Sorry?
He's drawing.
He's drawing. Wonderful. So the lonely ghost is drawing. Maybe you want to,
Don't tell me what to do.
okay. Yeah, I'll let you steer. And perhaps the kayak will go somewhere. Nicely done. Boo. Oh, I see. It's a paintbrush. It looked for a moment like the handle of a sign, and I was thinking, what an elegant protest sign that would be. Boo. Would be both announcing yourself as a creature of the underworld and expressing your disdain for whatever you might be protesting. Yes, the gentleman in the gray shirt looking frantic.
Razzle dazzle Dorito go.
Razzle dazzle Dorito go. I know. Ghost. Razzle dazzle Dorito ghost. I know all of those words, but none of them make any sense to me. I guess it's a impressive corn chip back from the dead. I'm sorry I swallowed you covered in guacamole. I didn't know you were going to come back and haunt my fishbowl. Says the fish recently back from a Mexican restaurant.
They don't have Doritos at a Mexican restaurant.
They don't have Doritos at a Mexican restaurant. Maybe in Washington
California.
State. Yes, ma'am, with the glasses on.
What do you do? The thing is drawing. It's
Oh, that's nice. The ghost is drawing a friend that it would like to have. That's sweet. I wonder what kind of friend it would like to have. Can anyone think of what kind of friend the ghost would be drawing?
I can think.
Okay, sorry, Lisa Brown. Lisa Brown can do it. It's getting a little crowded in the fishbowl, but we can have a few more observations. Yes, the gentleman in the back there with, it looks like a bat on your shirt. Batman, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank God.
A snowman with a hat that looks like a crow.
Nice.
That's a tall order. But perhaps a short snowman. Do you think it has a hat that looks like a crow, or do you think a crow that forgot to migrate was perched on the top of a snowman and it grew cold through the night? And as we all know, death is everywhere. Oh look, the ghost drew a vampire.
Well, it doesn't have any blood.
A ghost and a vampire would be a good pair of friends because it would be a nocturnal friendship, and nocturnal friendships are often very powerful and satisfying. What? Yes, in the glasses.
He has a mustache.
He has a mustache.
Who's he?
The snowman? Or just in general? Just in general, you prefer men and mustaches. Good to know. I see a few here. There's a very impressive mustache here. I don't know if you're single. Are you drawing a mustache? What are you drawing?
Well, I'm drawing a mustache on a person.
A mustache on a person. Wonderful.
It's a hipster.
A hipster. Well, one never sees that at University Bookstore. Where's his kombucha? There's little drops of kombucha sticking to his mustache. That's why you're lonely. Yes, ma'am, in the hood.
The ghost is eating goldfish.
The ghost is eating goldfish. Do you mean the actual creature or the popular cracker?
The popular cracker.
The popular cracker. Phew. Sure.
Sure.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're an award-winning illustrator. You're doing great.
All right, thank you.
Do you think you would like one more vision?
Yeah, I think
Two? One?
1, 2.
1, 2, okay. Let's say one is, how about you, ma'am, there in the glittery shirt?
Someone watching TV.
Someone watching TV. I can think of no more fearsome ghost! It seems hardly worth coming back from the dead. At last I can watch TV. But perhaps the person died when there was a season cliffhanger. Please, Lord of the Underworld, let me return to Earth.
So I can watch TV.
This is a long dead ghost because
It's a long dead ghost because it's watching broadcast TV. That looks like a refreshing way to watch TV with the rest of your body immersed in water. Just sticking your head out, if only. And for our last observation, you seem quite intent. Is it a wonderful observation that's going to somehow crystallize the entire evening's experience so that all of us can absorb the themes, not only of Goldfish Ghost, but of all of Western literature in general, and bring the evening to a startling climax before Lisa Brown and whoever I am sit at a table and sign books well into the night? Is it that sort of vision? No? All right, well, we'll make do. What do you see?
A ghost eating a book.
A ghost eating a book. It is, because that combines everything here that I believe we've discussed. Loneliness. What would drive you to eat a book except loneliness? Observation. Perhaps the book is unsatisfactory due to its lack of observation. And of course the theme that death is everywhere in literature and even here at the university bookstore.
He's eating a book and Doritos.
He's eating a book and Doritos. I can think of no better way to end an evening.
And the book is
If you're appreciative of skilled illustration, it's traditional in a university bookstore to applaud for Lisa Brown, the illustrator. And because Lemony Snicket didn't show up, I think the proper way to express oneself would be a lonely sigh. We both appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for coming.